Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're in need of some major cleaning motivation, stay tuned. I have so much to clean. Today I'll be tackling all of our bedrooms and the kids' bathroom as well. You'll see I have a little helper with me. So let's make some coffee and let's get started. Okay, here we go into my son's room. Yep, there he is. And it's a mess. It is truly an absolute mess. He had a friend over this week. We've had baseball and of course some sickness going on. And I don't know how it gets this messy. We've got a lot to clean up. That's for sure. Blake, how much are you going to help me? Oh, think again. Okay, here is the kids' bathroom. And I don't even know what that is. I did scratch it a little bit and it does come up, so that's good, but I don't know. There's no telling. Laundry that I'm about to take down and go ahead and start some laundry. Blake laughing in the background. He thinks this is funny. He doesn't realize he's going to be the one cleaning most of it. Please excuse that top layer of shiplap. It was all finished and then we realized we had just a very small leak in the drain in the tub. So my husband had to rip most of that out and this last piece needs to get cut and put up. However, my husband is building a bathroom on for my mom, and so all of his equipment and tools are up there. So we just haven't fixed that one last piece yet. Got some toys, so much stuff. So much stuff. Got some pictures there to give back to my aunt. She said, why don't you try those out, see if they look good. Like, this is our theme. This right here I found at Home Goods. You Are My Sunshine. And of course, Be Happy. Just a really neutral, gender-friendly theme. But I think I think it turned out so cute. We're gonna actually hang up both of those. I had them in my old house. Right when you walked in from the garage, but they're gonna go up on either side of there. Okay, and oh yes, sorry, back to the pictures. They didn't work, so I'm gonna give them back to my aunt. I think she's gonna put them in the yard sale. We got a lot to do. Okay, I truly do not know why I even decorated this. This table does, thank you, buddy. This table does not fit this area, as you can see. Like, it stands out. So this is just a really nice table I had in my old house, and I could probably put it in storage, and when we add it somewhere there, but I just don't know that design yet. I don't know, you know, if we're gonna have wall space room or whatever to add it there. I really, really like this little rolling shelf. But yeah, it's just holding stuff right now. We haven't even gone through that box. Shoes go off right here before they go on the carpet. And then we've got that light, if you can see. It's an LED light, and I really wish it wasn't LED. Thank you, Lee. I really wish it wasn't LED because it's just so bright. But I will have either one picture or maybe a couple of pictures under that eventually. Okay, on into Sophie's bubblegum pink bedroom that she chose, and she loves it. Barbie doll. She loves this room. She wanted unicorns and rainbow, and obviously I was perfectly okay with that. My style, maybe when I was her age, but Blake, please stop. Okay, so her room is also a mess. I watch a little girl a couple days a week, and they come in here and somehow they play really, you know, they play really well together. And with all of her toys, as you can see over here, they pull all of them out. Most of the time we have time for them to be able to pick up right before lunch. Somehow we lost that time this week, and so it didn't happen. So we've got a lot to do. The beds are unmade. Yeah, her dresser. Now I will add, we have a mirror behind the door of this dresser, and I've actually got the stuff over here. I've got some chalk paint. I'm going to repaint this. This was my great grandmother's furniture, and I had it as a little girl, and so now I'm passing it on to Sophie, but I really need to work with it and get it in tip-top shape. Now, when we moved, we had the little handles here, but I don't know where they are. We even tried using some extra handles, but I think it would just look funny using two different ones. That size is hard to find. It's not like the normal size, so we're really gonna have to keep on working on that, but I have seemed to forget it. Okay, and how that turned out that way, I don't even know. We've got a crazy closet. This holds both Ridley's side and Sophie's side, but like underneath it, anything Blake and Ridley grow out of, I just pile it there, because yes, I will get to trying to sell it, and whatever I don't sell, of course I'll donate eventually. I just don't know when. And then over here is all the clothes and shoes that Sophie has grown out of. Thanks, Blake. Sophie has grown out of, but Ridley can't fit into yet. So I just keep all that right there, but it's probably going to move to the attic soon. And I don't know if you've noticed, in every single room, you'll probably notice we've got a slanted ceiling down here, and then our windows. And our windows are very close to the floor. That was actually not intentional. Like I said, I drew out my plans, but when we had the construction crew over that we hired, the man who owned the contractor, he kind of convinced us into using the entire upper floor because he said you're wasting so much space. And I had agreed. However, this room and Blake's room were supposed to be just a 1-bedroom kind of loft. And we were going to have like a doghouse window. But building during a pandemic, you want to try to steer clear away from things that you absolutely don't need. So then I figured out, if you look up, I believe they're called cottage windows on Pinterest, or even just low to the ground windows upstairs. They have some really cute ideas. Like they made some like barn door shutters on the inside. Anyways, it was so cute. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to leave those there. Eventually we can cut into it if we want to do doghouse windows in the future. But right now I'm okay with it. Does it worry me a little bit about the kids opening? They know not to open the windows. We even thought about buying some bars, but that kind of worries me as well, just because if there's ever a fire, we do have a fire escape ladder, and it would make it easier for them to get out if that ever happens. So we do have that, and so where am I going? They know not to stand on the sill. They know not to push on that window or anything like that, even though it's very secure. Okay, you've seen my son's room, you've seen my daughter's room. Now you're about to see my room. And I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably the messiest room in the whole entire house right now. I don't know why. Obviously I haven't got to clean it yet, and I'm fixing to do that, but it is a mess. So just please bear with me. That's dirty laundry. That's clean laundry. We've got all kinds of stuff all up there. Yes, even a Christmas globe, because let me go ahead and add, not everything in this house has a home yet. Now that is something that really drives this organized person crazy. I have struggled to find homes for everything because, like I said before, we have downsized in square footage. And even though we have plans to expand one day, it's not there yet. So we're literally just trying to make it through, and we have to downsize our stuff. And we haven't done that yet. So I'm starting to, though. I've got a big box there that I've thrown some stuff in that I probably won't use anymore. That stuff in there is just old masks that I'm actually going to get rid of. Stuff in there that I need to go through. I mean, it's just a mess. Before I had an office, I had a big living room in my old house. And so we were able to put the office there, but then I also had room for the file cabinet. And I don't like the file cabinet there. I actually went ahead and got these little things from Amazon. They were 2 for I think $40. And so I actually already went through, put our files in there, not all of them, but most of them. And I've got another one down in there. And I've tried to organize that to make it look more appealing, and I love it. It turned out great. But we just have so much stuff that I really need the time to just go through and downsize. So then, messy bed. Kids slept in. Of course, they slept in our bed. They found their way in my bed last night. And then all the water that I keep. Shoes that I wore last week when I was actually feeling really well. And then our closet. We have 2 of these on both doors of our closet for our shoes. And then we also have some storage for things as well. This obviously is my side. Look at all the color. Love it. And then my husband's side. And I need to help him go through. Here's our rule. I don't touch his stuff. After I fold it, I sit it right there. And he goes through it throughout the week. It normally does not get hung up. I don't touch his stuff because he has no system. And when I try to give him a system, I just waste time because he doesn't stick with that system. I could have that looking so nice and neat, but it's okay. So he has all of that and the upper as well as up there as well. And then I have down here, as you can see, is a little bit organized and color coded here as well. So if he would just let me do that and stick to my system, that would be awesome. But it doesn't happen, so we work with what we have.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Now, I just left to go downstairs to get the vacuum, and Blake was just finishing putting up his Pokemon cards in his little binder he bought with some birthday money he got. He just turned 8, and he is into Pokemon cards. He actually got all of those cards. I think he has well over 500 or 600. He got most of them from my cousin, who's in his 20s now. He gave them to Blake to keep since it's still a big thing, and I remember it being a big thing when I was younger as well. But I thought this was an adorable little clip. I'll really enjoy getting back into watching, in the future. But I also wanted to share just a couple of fun facts about Blake. He loves sports. He loves, I don't even know if baseball or football is his favorite, but he plays both, and he does really well. He's played basketball a couple of times, and we'll probably get back into that this year, but we'll see. We'll just see how much time we have. But he also loves to hunt and fish, as you can probably tell in his room. He has a lot of that stuff, and like I said, he's into Pokemon, and he doesn't really watch a lot of TV. He likes to play games on his Switch, but that's about it. That's our little 8-year-old boy, and you can see he's mimicking me, and I didn't realize he's doing that, but super cute. Here is the final product. I think this only took like 45 minutes, but it turned out good. Get those lines. here is Sophie's room, all cleaned up. Usually about a month before Christmas, I'll start cleaning all of their toys out that they've played with for a year from last Christmas, and if they're still not playing with it, or if they just got it for a birthday or whatever, I'll go ahead and I'll leave some stuff that they still play with there, but then the rest we take out and get ready for Christmas. So it looks good though. Now you may notice our headboard there. We had it painted several years ago, and if you see the yellow part of it, that was the color it was before. Actually, all of that furniture was that color. And for some reason, I don't know if the painter who painted it, he sanded all the rest of the furniture down. I'm not sure if he sanded the headboard down though, because the paint that we chose, I don't even remember what color it is now, but it's been chipping off and chipping away, so we're gonna have to redo that very soon. I am so impressed with how it turned out. It has not been this clean since we've moved in. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell that or put it back in storage. It really just doesn't have a place there. It's not easy to open right next to the nightstand, and I'm not really even using it, so it just might be a wasted item. But that looks so good. Move. There's, oh, I changed a couple things up there. And all the vacuum lines that I love. I do have a box of paperwork that I need to go through. I just did not have time today. I haven't even got to the 2 bathrooms upstairs. So I'm probably just going to do what's absolutely needed in those bathrooms. And then that'll be it for today because it's already getting into the evening time. I have that right there. I just like not a lot of clutter right now. That's mostly my thing. If I get, you know, more settled into the house, I may go and get a couple new things just to sit up there and make it look a little cute, but that's what we've got so far. And then I just keep that little basket there with a blanket and then my mirror behind there. But that's it. Okay, here you'll see me clean off the kids' bathroom vanity, and I don't know if you noticed in the background, the little backsplash part that goes to their vanity is just standing back up there. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with it. Where we hung their mirror, there's actually not enough room for that backsplash, and I'm trying to decide if I like it with it or without it. I believe we have our vanity backsplash is up in our bathroom, but not in this one, so I'm not sure yet. It would probably mean we would have to, you know, pull the mirror up, put it up there higher, and I'm not sure if we can due to the light fixture. But you'll also see here in just a minute the letters that I just moved. I had the kids paint these little letters with their initials on them because I'm going to hang them on the wall. Yep, there they are. I'm going to hang them on the wall, and I also got some hooks to go under them so that they can hang their towels underneath them instead of them being on the floor all the time. Okay, so this is about all I'm going to get done today, which, if you can't tell by the way I look, it is the evening time. I've cleaned all day long, and I was very productive and pretty proud of everything that I got done. It needed to be done, but I hope you all got a lot of motivation today to do whatever you need to get done as well, and I hope you join me for my next video. Have a blessed day.